started in America, we should finish in America because of the midterms. And these elections gave us many, many firsts. Let me tell you about some of them. We'll start in New York. We've seen the youngest woman in history elected to Congress. I think you've probably heard of her before. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez will represent the Democrats. She made a big mark a few months back when she won the nomination against a 10-term congressman. Well, she's made a mark again because she's been elected to Congress this time. If we move from New York to Michigan and to Minnesota, that's where the first Muslim congresswomen had been elected. Here they are. This is Rashida Tlaib. She's the first Palestinian-American woman in Congress. She was actually thrown out of a Trump rally in 2016 for repeatedly shouting questions at him. So we'll have to see if she's in the mood for bipartisanship when she gets to Washington. This is Ilhan Omar, a former refugee and the first Somali-American in Congress. This is why she decided to go into politics.
When I was coming to this country, I heard about its promises, and it wasn't long before I arrived that I noticed that a lot of America's promise wasn't extended to everyone. And as I would complain to my grandfather, he would say, every progress this country ever achieved came about because people were willing to do something to make that progress happen. And so I knew early on that if I wanted a different kind of neighborhood, a different kind of city and a state and a country, I had to be part of doing that.
Colorado is going to have an openly gay governor for the first time. Polis won last night, and here he is talking to his supporters.
And I want to thank our amazing, my personal support network. First and foremost, of course, my amazing partner and the first man in the history of Colorado, Marlon Reese.
We should also highlight New Mexico and Kansas because that's where the first Native American congresswomen have been elected. There's Deb Haaland and also Sharice Davids. Sharice Davids is a former MMA fighter. She'll also be the first lesbian congresswoman in Kansas. So two firsts for her. From Kansas and Mexico to Nevada. Now, this isn't the first, but it's a strange one and is worth a mention. A man has been elected, a brothel-owning reality TV star, I should say. A Republican candidate has been elected to the state legislature. It's Dennis Hoff, but unfortunately, Dennis Hoff died last month. He was found dead by the porn actor Ron Jeremy after a birthday party which reportedly lasted several days. Despite these challenges to his campaign, he won, and the Republicans are now having to select someone else who will serve in his place. Also, I should say, if you want to sift through all of the different results, both at a state level, both for the House of Representatives and for the Senate, you can get it all online, bbc.com/news. Also want to show you some of the pictures of celebrations that came in through the evening. This was Houston, where is he? Ted Cruz was a very, very happy man. There he is, re-elected as senator in Texas. We've got these pictures of Nancy Pelosi in New York. A little bit of dancing, a little bit of swaying. She was delighted. She realized the House of Representatives was going back to the Democrats. She's very likely to become the Speaker of the House. Taking the dancing up a level really was Stacey Abrams in Georgia. She had an entire dance troupe up with her, but she was standing for governor, and actually she's not celebrating right now. She's down in the count. She's not conceded defeat, but because it's too close to call, but it's looking iffy as to whether she'll make it. And this is how it's done in Charleston, West Virginia. The Democrat Joe Manchin held on to his Senate seat, and everyone was joining in, as you can see. So lots of celebrations all over the country.